Hello and welcome along to our football coverage here on CBS Sports HQ. I'm Poppy Miller here, as always, with Ian Joy, Jimmy Conrad and Luis Garcia. Let's get straight into it today because we have got a special guest joining us. It's a real pleasure to welcome to the show Roma defender Bryan Reynolds to join us here on HQ. Bryan, it's brilliant to see you, so thanks so much for taking the time. First of all, how are you and how is life in Rome?
No, I'm good. And life in Rome is obviously, it's the capital of Italy. And going to the city center and moving here, I thought at first, it might be difficult, living in a different country by yourself. But I mean, Rome is top and I love it so much. And now I just want to play.
Rome is spectacular. There's not many nicer places in the world than Rome. But let's talk about the football side of things. You're in your first full season with them, and this past summer, Jose Mourinho is appointed as manager. So what was your first meeting like with Jose? And tell us, what is it like to play under him?
No, when the first manager, Paulo Fonseca, then they parted ways, it was speculation that it was going to be another coach. And then out of nowhere, they announced that Jose Mourinho was going to be the manager. And at first I was like, I'm already jumping to Roma, and now with one of the most named managers in all of world football. And now I'm working under him. And I mean, it's something, it's not easy, it's difficult because you always want to impress no matter who the coach is, but obviously, Jose Mourinho is a big name, and all I want to do is work hard and impress him, and start playing.
Bryan, I'm intrigued to hear what your opinion is like between the difference from playing for FC Dallas and then moving over from Major League Soccer to play in Serie A for Roma. I mean, what is noticeably different from the two leagues and obviously the level that you're playing at now?
No, for me, whenever I played with FC Dallas, there's times when I have a lot of time when I receive the ball, and, I don't have to think as fast. But even like the first training session with Rome, I was just running around, just because I was on holiday or the off season, and I was seeing the training session, and I was like, I'm gonna have this is crazy. Like even in training sessions, like it's so much faster, and you're gonna have to think faster and play smarter. And, it's like I said, for me, it's the speed of play, because the first game I played versus Parma, when I made my debut, as soon as I got the ball, guys flying at me. I'm like, whoa. I have to think fast, It takes time to get used to it, because you can do well in training, but then once the game comes, it's a different game for me. And especially now with the fans in the stadium, it's like you're playing on a stage.
Yeah.
And like when the team scores and the stadium erupts, it's something that I got to witness when Stefan Oshawawe scored in like the 90th minute and a great goal. And then we ran to the fans. It's something I've never could even imagine having a feeling of.
Amazing, Bryan. Just to hear you, it just made me feel goosebumps, because I can understand now as a young player. First of all, let me tell you that I congratulate you, because it's not easy to make that jump, to arrive and be brave to make it. You were playing every single weekend, but you wanted to make the jump and try your luck in a totally different country, competition, one of the best one in the world because of the intensity. So well done, and well done for the future, because I know that the minutes will arrive soon. And I wanted to ask you about that. Now is Rick Kensrop, I think is his name, 26, came from Feyenoord, is a little bit older than you, a little bit more experience in Europe. What do you think that you are getting from him? What are you learning from? Because I think at the moment is about that, arriving to Rome and absorb everything that you can. What is something that you think that you can learn from him?
No, for me, whenever I don't play, and I always try to watch, Rick, because he's a starter. He's played numerous of games, and for me, I feel like I'm good on the attacking side, but defensively is what I really, really need to work on. And sometimes I feel like I'm like in no man's land when I'm out on the pitch. And I just try to see, like, wherever the ball is on the field, I try to see like where his positioning is, like what side he's facing when the ball is on the left side of the field or the right side of the field. And, just try to pick up on that, because I feel like on the ball, I feel like I'm pretty good, but defensively, the Serie A, you're playing against world-class wingers, and, people are running behind you. You have this tuck inside. There's times when you're 2v1s and you're kind of, stuck. You don't know what to do. But for me, I just try to watch what he does defensively and try to pick up on that.
All right, Bryan, my question for you, and it's your favorite former U.S. men's national team player, Jimmy Conrad here. What I wanted to say was, when you get to the level that you're at, your feelings don't really matter. You have to go out there and perform. And so I kind of wanted to know from you, especially because a lot of people might not know, that you started as an attacking player for FC Dallas and coming through the youth academy as a striker, and then kept working your way back and working your way back. And obviously you've had tremendous success playing as a wing back and playing in the back line, but that's an entirely new position that maybe you didn't grow up with. How much patience are you giving yourself, and also are you getting from the coaching staff at Roma now, knowing that you're still learning this new position? And obviously you want minutes. You're trying to battle any way you can. That's kind of the first question. The second part is, what are you doing to kind of vent your frustration when you're not playing off the field? Because that's important too, to get that balance and make sure you have people that you can trust, that you can talk to.
No, yeah. So for the first part, like you said, ever since I started playing football, I was a winger. And ever since I joined the academy for FC Dallas, I was a left and right winger. And, I was really good at the position. And I was always with the national team. And then I got called up to play with the U16s when I was 14, I believe. And I played in that, the playoffs. And I did really well. And then I got called in the residency with the 2000s. So I was playing up here with the national team as a winger. And then after residency, went to the World Cup, U17 World Cup, and then came back to Dallas. And, it's like my first actual year being with the team, because when I first signed, I went straight to residency. So I wasn't there for the first year. And, I was 17. You're not expected to play when you're 17, but obviously I signed when I was 15. So I've been in the professional scene for 2 years. And now I'm thinking, I've been training for a while now, and I want to see how it is to play a game. And then wasn't getting any minutes, wasn't making the rosters. And then Peter Luchin, he was asking Oscar Pereira, he was like, do you think Bryan could be a good outside back? And then, so we're doing, we have a training session, I remember, and it was 1v1s. And normally I'm in one spot with all the attackers, and the coach was like, all right, you're going over there to defend. And I was like, wait, what? I was like, what is this? And then, I didn't get beat once in the whole drill. And they were like, oh, so he might be able to play outside back. And then, since then, I was training as an outside back every day. But the first time I played, I got subbed in as a winger. And that whole season, when I made my debut with FC Dallas, I was playing winger, but training as an outside back. So in my head, I was like, I don't understand what they really want. I'm training as an outside back, but I'm getting subbed in as a winger. And then the next season, I started playing outside back when Reggie left. And then first game at right back at the professional level was versus Minnesota. I did well. And then versus Houston Dynamo. And I was like, oh, I'm pretty good at this position. And I was gaining confidence each game. And it was my last option year. So I was like, I got to do something. I got to make the most of it. And for me, I've only really been playing professionally at outside back for a year and a half. I was playing last August as a professional outside back. And, I only played 16 games with FC Dallas, and then I make the move to Roma. And, I'm already not really good defensively. And that's the whole reason I also wanted to go to the Serie A, because tactically it's one of the best leagues and most defensive leagues there is. So I wanted to improve on my defensive game. And, but it is hard for me, to learn and, to pick up the speed of, because, you're not going to be at this level for so long. Like if you don't perform, then you're done. Like you're going to have to get used to it eventually. And, about not playing, my mindset is, I didn't play for the first 4 years with FC Dallas. So, and then the 5th year, something happened and I got my chance and I played. But for me, I think I'm personally training well. And if I keep training well and showing and keep on improving defensively, and all I want to do is go out there every day and give it my best. And once my opportunity comes, I know I just have to make the most of it.
Bryan, that's the easy questions out the way. Thankful for that. So now we'll move to the more difficult questions. And I'll begin. Me, Luis, and Jimmy, we all played in foreign countries where we maybe had to learn the language or maybe had to pick up some of the language. But you've been in Italy for a while now. So have you learned Italian? And if so, can you give us a little sneak peek?
For me, I understand it more than I can speak it. But, I know a little bit, like I know how to ask for whenever I go to a restaurant to ask for food. But, ciao, come stai? That means, hello, how are you? Posso avere amatriciana, per favore? Can I have the amatriciana pasta, please? Caldo means hot, and it's super hot here. Freddo, cold. But, I know a little bit, but also I need to continue to work on it. When I first got here, I was going at it, every single day. And then, training and you get tired and, I don't know if I want to keep doing this. I want to go home and rest. But no, I understand it more than I can speak it, but I always wanted to know another language. So whenever I had the time to come back home, I can say stuff that nobody understands.
Superb. I love it.
Well, it sounds good. It sounds like that's all you need so far at the minute, Bryan. It's been so good to have you with us. Thank you so much for joining us here on HQ, and best of luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.